Let's get into it. NFL Week 2, baby. Oh, where's our bell? Where is our blue chip bell?
The bell's out.
Rick Flores says he's bringing all of his Chihuahua family to eat.
You seen how
You're
big?
more than welcome, brother.
Yes.
Brian Hernandez says he's coming to eat for free, too.
100%. He's coming for 100%. He's coming to eat.
Happy birthday, by the way, to Rick Flores' mom, Lourdes Flores. Amazing woman, great family. I believe her birthday might have been the same day as your guys' birthday.
Really?
Yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yes. Man, a lot of great people.
Brian said, I'm going to get your tacos and then go to the corner and try to sell them.
At a stop sign? Like
Oh, he's going to sell at the
Naranjas?
corner.
Before they get there.
Jesus.
That's great. So week 2, brought to you by Custom Cars. What's our first game, Papa? Get that bell ready.
So, first game, Bears at Tampa Bay. The line opened at 3. It's now 2.5. Total's 40.5. This is a stay-away game for me. Tampa won last week at Minnesota. Chicago looked terrible against Green Bay, as I said.
Yes,
But,
you did.
So, that's a stay-away game
This
for
game
me.
actually opened up Buccaneers plus 1.5.
When? I saw it always at 3.
Maybe beginning of the season.
Oh, preseason, yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
And then after that, it's just the Bears didn't look good at all. But it's 2.5 now, so they got a little bit of sharp money there on the Bears. We'll see how that goes. Next game, Seahawks at Lions. This line opened at 5.5. That's now 4.5. Totals at 47.5. We're gonna bet this game. Probably we're not blue chip in this game, but we're gonna bet this game in Vegas.
Can we
sure.
just, before we jump into predictions here, can we speak on Seahawks and at home looking as bad?
You don't have to talk to me about it because you know I'm not a fan of the city or the fucking team.
I mean, usually they play well at home. Stafford played incredible. He's not done yet. And to me, that was a big shocker. I thought
I was shocked as well that did you see there was they had Gino, the field cams or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Gino has Aaron Donald coming right at him. What did he say? Oh God, or oh shit, or something.
Yeah.
I did see that.
Like it's the regular broadcast, but it has the mic pickup.
Right.
And so right when he snaps the ball, like 2 seconds later, you see Aaron Donald run. He's like, oh damn, and he's just seeing him throw away the ball.
What?
Hey, who can blame him?
Donald looked great. The Rams looked great. Congratulations to all the Rams fans. You played the Niners this week.
Good luck.
Good luck with
From
that
Marco from Tropoya.
Good luck with that one. So next game, Raiders Bills. We're gonna blue chip this game here.
Yee!
Raiders plus 8.5. Totals at 47. I like the over in this game, 47. I'll tell you what, watching that game on Monday night with the Bills, I felt right from the very beginning when you watch the Bills offense, I felt like they were holding back. Like he was scared back there, I felt. I didn't see.
Well, he played so horribly. Even, did you guys see that one play where he jumps up in the air 6 yards short?
That was ridiculous.
6 yards short. It was a 3rd and long. He tries to run for it. He jumps up to the air, gets spun around like a helicopter. There was multiple times that he did not slide.
He took hits that
he did not slide. It was watching in a microcosm of what has been wrong with Josh Allen in one game. It was just like, this is everything that you were supposed to not do, and he did it in one game.
Yeah, he did. But I think this week, that Raiders secondary is not very good. Denver didn't take advantage of that, but they're not very good. I think the Bills put up a ton of points. I think both teams put up a ton of points this week. So I think that game is going to be somewhere in the 50s, to be honest with you. So I like the Bills over 47. We're going to blue chip that.
Bang, bang. Does Jacoby
He probably won't play. He was probably in concussion protocol.
Yeah,
He won't play.
Can I say something real quick about that one game? I was up in arms. I probably might not be able to watch the Raider game in public with anybody because
the fuck you're not. You're sitting right next to me and we're watching that. Are you kidding?
That play in the first quarter where Justin Simmons, all-pro stud safety, comes down while Jimmy Garoppolo is sliding and literally tries to put his helmet into Jimmy Garoppolo, puts his head completely down. That infuriated me. I would like you to check anyone if he got fined for that. because
He should have been kicked out of the game for that.
he
hit,
should have
I
been
thought.
kicked out of the game. He could have been hurt himself. He's a veteran. I expect that from Alamany Notre Dame. That was that play upset me so much, and not because I'm a Raider fan. It's like you got to be smarter than that.
I wish Michael was here. I think he's on the other side. I think he said
My-
right away. I don't know if he saw the replay, but right away. By the way, real quick, just the highlight: Eagles come in with the 61-yarder to cover the first half with 3 seconds left.
a 61-yard field goal.
61-yard field goal. Eagles up 13-7 with 3 seconds left in the second quarter.
Is that Feely? Who's the
That's
Jake Elliott.
Jake Elliott.
my kicker.
That's right.
That's your kicker. Congratulations, Eddie Money, on his kicker and his tight end also scoring a touchdown.
Did you see?
In this first
Did you
half.
see who's the kicker for the Buffs? It's Feely's son.
They have two. So they had the Hispanic kid that he had at Jackson State. He brought him
Okay.
over, and then he has Feely's son.
Yeah,
Yeah.
horrible tattoo. But
Fred the other day goes, "Oh, Feely's son's kicker, NFL kicker's son. He's for sure gonna hit it, and he missed it.
yeah,
Fucking sucks just like his dad."
that's
So
funny. That's funny.
let's get to this next game. The San Diego
By the way,
Superchargers.
real quick, so I can't see if he got fined or anything, but he said Jimmy D did great acting for drawing the penalty.
Oh,
Wow. Okay.
whatever,
Well,
dude.
all right. That's what he said?
Those are in quotes.
His quote?
Yeah.
Wow.
Get fined
okay.
for that freaking coach.
Might lose the next game against the Raiders, too. After that bullshit. Next game, San Diego Superchargers at Tennessee, -3, totals 45.5. Chargers had to be not the biggest disappointment of the weekend, but pretty
Defensively,
defensively, they were.
huge disappointment.
And it goes back to a lot of the coach.
Who is supposed to be a defensive genius, by the way, Rafa?
No good.
How many times did Tyreek Hill just was in single coverage and all the whole game? It seemed like
Oh my God. First snap of the game, Khalil Mack is lined up on Tyreek Hill.
yeah.
Are you kidding? For what?
Yes.
What was he doing? I hope
Khalil
he knocked
Mack
him
is
on
like-
his ass.
Khalil Mack is like walking and he's like turning his head like, I'm not covering this.
It's like, is this your genius?
Yeah, if I'm Khalil Mack on the first play, I'm getting an offsides, but I'm fucking knocking Tyreek Hill over. Like, you know what? Don't line me up on wide receivers that are faster than a cheetah.
I mean, Khalil Mack is on the back end of his career. I don't think he could cover freaking DeAndre Hopkins at this point.
Well,
Let
DeAndre
alone
Hopkins-
the fastest receiver in the league.
Yeah, he ended up just going back to the edge and rushing. So Tyreek it was open on the
And
first
by
play
the
of
way,
game.
I'll let you get your. Sorry to interrupt you, but
No,
I have
go
to inject this. The SoFi crowd, Miami, was ugly. Fights. SoFi's a train wreck. Charger fans, I don't know who you're trying to impress by all the stupid fights and shit.
That's terrible,
But
man.
leave it at home.
And it was a huge Miami crowd.
It's
You
gonna.
hear it? I mean, fuck. Every week it's going to be the same with the Chargers we know. But, dude, Miami crowd?
At Allegiant as well, it's going to be that same. But you got to deal with it. Have some.
Right.
Have some class.
Oh, for sure. For
My
sure.
God.
Very, very, very bad turnout there for
Gosh.
SoFi. Chargers -3 on the road at Tennessee. This game is another game we're going to stay off of the blue chips here. We're going to bet everything in Vegas. That's 100% for sure. But,
Including the coin tosses.
100%. We're going to be heads or tails nonstop.
Yes.
15-second plays, everything. So Chargers -3 on the road. Tough game, tough loss last week. Let's see what they do with Derrick Henry this week. They're going to have trouble, I think.
Boy, Derrick Henry looked way faster in that first game than he did all of last
Right?
season.
Right? He looked good. He looked good.
I kept looking back on it, like the highlights and like while he was playing, I was like, "There's no way that's Derrick Henry because he's
that
just so
motherfucker's
much like, faster."
that was Derrick Henry, bro.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's who did not look good. A certain Ryan Tannehill. Like,
Yeah, he looked terrible. The Saints defense is they looked very good last week.
Yeah.
We'll see going forward. I think they're going to look good again this week playing a rookie, but we'll get to that game.
give him the pick, Papa.
Well, this game, if I'm not choosing a side, totals at 45.5. Chargers defense look horrendous. Their offense look great.
Oh yeah.
If you want to do anything, you can maybe play with the over a little bit, but I don't think 10. For me, it's a stay away game.
I think Eckler is questionable. Is what I heard today. That it's 50-50 game time decision whether he plays, and he's a big part of that offense.
Oh, 100%. He always looks good.
Yeah.
So next game, Colts at Texans. Both rookie QBs. Total 39.5. We are blue chipping
Bang,
this game right
bang.
here. We are going to take under 39.5 in this game. If you watched both teams last week, the Colts were able to move the ball a little bit on Jacksonville, which was surprising.
Yeah.
But the offense only scored 14 points.
Yeah.
So Richardson got banged up on
that was
that play towards the goal line.
hit.
Oh, he got laid out.
That was a hit. He came up a woozy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's hopefully he learned. That was a welcome to the NFL moment
Oh,
right
for
there.
sure, 100%.
In his like after the game, like with Trevor Lawrence, you can hear him. He goes like, "Take care of yourself. Like slow down on the hits."
Yeah. No, he took
You're big, but you're not that big.
he took a shot. This game, Tennessee. I'm sorry, the Texans -1.5, under 39.5. The under in this series, the head-to-head last 10 games, 8-2 to the under. You have 2 rookie QBs. I don't think we get to that 39.5 number. I also like the Texans to win the game. I'm not blue chipping the Texans. I like the Texans to win this game. I didn't think Stroud surprisingly threw for a ton of yards last week.
He did.
Ravens defense isn't what it used to be, obviously. But that's some questionable calls, the Texans there, and decisions by DeMeco Ryan. The rookie coach, but I mean, fuck, common sense. 4th and 2 from the 39, from your own 39. My guy punt the ball.
Guy, we're still hoping that Charger Staley has common sense.
Yeah.
And this is his fourth
Tough to come
year.
by. You are correct. So
CJ Stroud, by the way, was the first rookie QB in NFL history to make a Week 1 start with over 45 dropbacks without an interception.
he was impressive for
Good
you know
for him.
for
Good
what
for him.
and he was able. What he put up on yards wise, I think he was over 400.
It might have been close to 400 or over.
I think I
400.
saw he had 392, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think
at
that
one point,
receiving core, who everyone is calling garbage in Houston, I think it's better than what we think.
He had 242 yards.
What? CJ Stroud?
passing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
I thought so. I thought I saw something
Yeah, I
that
thought-
said 392. I was watching fucking Red Zone at one point, and I saw the bottom. I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But he's, for the most part, he still looked good. But I like the under 39.5. Maybe a little Texans play in there, but under 39.5 for sure. This next game, blue chip in this game as well.
Bang, bang.
Ravens at the Bengals. Ravens +3. It was at 3.5. Now it's 3. I like in this game. I definitely 110% like the under. Under 46.5. Their last 3 games, they've struggled to get to 40 between these 3 teams. I think if you watched Cincinnati last week, they look terrible. I know it's Jarrett and the Browns, they kind of own Burrow. So, and he looked horrific. Like I told you, if you watch that game.
That should have been your play of the week. You called that shit.
Well, we gave you the Raiders as the play of the week. I mean, it was still a winner.
But I'm just saying, that's the one that I really did not see that you clearly saw.
Yeah, we let you know on that last week. The
Yeah.
Browns, they own that. They own him. I think they beat him 6 times or something. He's like 1-6 against the Browns or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, he's only beat him once.
And
Yeah, and Watson didn't look impressive either. He missed a ton of throws where I felt like he didn't look like he had arm strength, but it was his footwork. Some throws were on the run to the opposite side. He missed some throws though where the guy was maybe 18 yards down the field wide open, and he was bowling.
But
So-
that defense, man, if they play like that, my goodness.
Yeah, the Browns defense looked really good. Ravens under 40, the under 46.5. The line was 3.5. I also like the Ravens plus the 3, but the blue chip is the under 46.5. The Ravens, they lost again. J.K. Dobbins back-to-back years now where he's gotten
so bad
hurt.
for him.
That sucks.
Tough break there for him, and so we'll see how they come out.
His career's probably done.
Yeah, poor
This
kid.
is the last year of his contract.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
be
who's
tough.
gonna
there.
pay him?
Yeah,
Who's-
and I
who's
think he
gonna
tore
pay
his
him?
ACL this time, right?
He tore his Achilles. Last
Okay.
year was his
His
ACL.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sucks.
So, but under 46.5 there, that's what we're doing on the Ravens and the Bengals. If you guys watched this earlier in the year, actually 3 weeks ago, I told you that the Browns had a chance to, the Bengals had a chance to not make the playoffs. And for sure not win that division. And after 1 week, it's only 1 week,
Man,
but
Burrow could only play better.
I mean, he
then
can't
last
get
week-
any worse.
This is definitely true.
He can't get any worse.
The throws last week from Burrow were just
Oh my, terrible.
like it. I think that injury that he's had,
Was it
that
in his
issue,
head?
There was something in his head,
Something.
and
Myles
Jarrett
Garrett,
was in
maybe?
his ass. He had something in his head, and Jarrett was in his ass. So
He had 8 targets just to T. Higgins. Maybe half of them were catchable. Maybe.
right, you're right.
I
And
saw-
one of them, I think he dropped.
I saw
Yeah.
something today about T. Higgins getting traded. I don't know if he complained, but I saw something like
He had 8 targets. I mean,
know.
some of the throws weren't close, but
CBS put out like 5 places that T. Higgins could go to. I don't know where they.
Oh, he's in his contract. Yeah, that's why.
Okay, but I mean, gosh, it's really bad.
By the way,
Yeah.
buy low on T. Higgins.
buy low on T. Higgins. Fantasy advice here from Eddie Money. Next game, Chiefs at Jags. Chiefs minus 3.5. It looks like Kelsey's going to play.
He better.
Totals 51.5. Let's blue chip. this game.
Revenge game, AFC Championship.
Let's blue chip this game. I like the over 51.5. The Jags defense looked terrible last week.
Yes.
Especially in that first half against a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
With one decent
Receiver.
above average receiver,
Yeah.
we can say. 51.5. I think the Chiefs I think both teams are gonna put up a bunch of points.
They get better. They get well off of those defenses.
Well, and the Chiefs are gonna have, they had a ton of days off. So I like them there. I like the over 51.5. Chiefs at Jags over 51.5. That's a blue chip.
Let me
Do you
ask you
think the
this.
Chiefs receivers learned how to catch
Okay.
this week?
Well, you had fucking 10 days to prepare for this game.
That was my question to Rafa. Like, they went into this season with not a number one receiver. Everyone knows that Kelsey is their number one receiver. He's their number one target guy, red zone, everything. And without him, they struggled. And we all know Kadarius Toney's issues. But
Oh, man,
do you think that not getting DeAndre Hopkins, not getting OBJ even at this point, you think that's going to bite him in the ass?
No, I don't think those guys were going to help you. Those guys would have been last year's Juju.
But Juju got decent numbers, actually.
Well, he did okay. I think they'll figure it out. And if they'll go, another couple weeks of if they go another couple weeks of what happened last week, they'll go and find somebody. Yeah. They'll go and make a trade for somebody. They'll figure something.
Yeah.
Especially we know George Pickens isn't happy in Pittsburgh. So
By the way,
it ain't it.
DeAndre Hopkins was in talks with the Chiefs. I guess the money amount just wasn't there. D-Hop was probably asking too much. And Chiefs don't really pay receivers.
yeah, they don't like to pay. Next game, Niners at the Rams. This line opened at 8.5. It's now down to 7. I see here. Niners minus 7. Totals 45. Niners pretty much own this
I was
series,
gonna
right?
say they own them.
Own this series.
I mean, it's like
Divisional game, 7 points. Rams had a good showing last week. I just think a road divisional game, 7 points, is a big number.
Yeah.
I'm not taking either side. Not blue chipping anything, anyways. Here, we're for. Are you kidding? I
The
can't. blue
Niners
chip
are 8-2 against the spread
versus
against
the Rams. That's a great number. We will definitely take that into consideration on Sunday morning.
I feel it's like I feel like it's that scene in Waterboy where Shanahan just looks over at Rams coach and sees like a baby, like dude, he's his daddy.
Yeah, like
I mean, he
I own you.
owns them.
We'll stay away from that game at least for now.
Yeah, to be fair, most of these lines are around 3. It's not up to 7, but like
Oh, right.
previous-
Yeah, this Niner team is a lot better than the Niner team from last year and the year before and so on. Next game, Giants minus 4.5 at Arizona. If you watched any of that Arizona Redskins game, oh my God, those two teams horrendous. I know Eddie's high on the Redskins. My God,
They didn't listen. A lot of teams failed me, but both teams looked atrocious.
those teams' kidneys failed.
Yeah.
And their liver.
I just
like,
really,
dude.
I feel like, and here's the thing, management, I believe, wants to tank, but it's one thing for management to want to tank. It's another thing for a group of grown ass men,
Right, to tank.
who get paid and don't want the number one pick. If you're the quarterback, I don't care if you have eyebrows or no eyebrows.
No, they're playing. Oh, come on.
I'm just saying is that those guys are going to play hard, and they played hard.
You got to play hard out there. You're going to get hurt.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and this is life or death for some of these guys out there.
True.
If you get hurt. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I think all teams are going to play well. The Giants look terrific. God, that was bad showing. no shock. Vegas's number on the Giants, I think win total was 8.5.
We called under.
We called under on the Giants. I believe the Giants are not very good. This game is probably one game, probably not walking any money to the book.
Yeah.
Like if I'm at the window, if I bring you back a ticket with this Giants, just rip it. just rip the shit on this game. The next game, it's a blue chip game for me.
Yes. Ring the
Jets
bell.
at the Cowboys minus 9.5. I think the number is big compared for what we saw last week. The Jets defense was lights out. Dallas's defense was lights out.
Jeez. It looked like the 85 Bears.
I actually like the under 38.5 in this game. To me, watching Dallas's offense, they didn't look very good. When they did, they were up huge. The defense scored, I think, 2 touchdowns.
I was going to say Dallas defense might score 38 points.
They had really short fields, but they didn't look impressive. And I know having a big lead and it's the NFL and it's not college and they're not going to sit there and air it out, but they weren't impressed. Brandon Cooks is questionable for the game. Also, that's another offensive piece they added. I think both defenses are going to shine in this game. I really do. I like the under. I think it's going to be like a 17-13 type of deal.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if it was in the 20s.
Have you
for both
ever
teams.
seen an NFL game? I've never seen a game where one team was that dominant. Yes.
They could. I mean, Micah was everywhere. I mean, if you watched last week and you don't think that Micah Parsons is better than TJ
Yes.
and Nick Bosa and respects to TJ Watt and Nick Bosa. So let's get back into this. The next game, which is my favorite game of the weekend, to be honest with you. And it's the Washington Redskins at the Denver Broncos. Denver is at 3.5. The line stayed at 3. It opened at 3.5. It's still there at 3.5. I like Denver. I love Denver in this game. Thank you so much. I love Denver in this game. I think it would be a huge disappointment for Denver if they don't absolutely trash this team.
After the way Washington looked last week, I'm going to have to agree with you. And that would be a huge disappointment for them to start off with 2 games that people thought were very winnable.
Well, if you ask Michael Brown, who's a huge Bronco fan, he saw his team starting at 2-0. And we're now at 0-1. And
They still got to win 10 more games, according to Michael.
yeah, according to Michael,
Yes,
he's that's going to be a struggle.
By the way, that account started up again with touchdowns and bathrooms.
Oh, did it really?
It's already.
Did he throw one? Did he throw a touchdown pass?
Did he?
He threw
Russell-
2. Okay, not
yeah,
bad.
yeah.
No, he didn't. I didn't think he played that bad. I think this week he's going to have a huge game.
Do you think it was the play calling was too conservative? They never threw the ball down the field.
No, and well, I think they were. Max Crosby. They had fear and when you come in there. I thought when you hire that coach and you make such a big deal and everybody talks about how good he is, and he's had 2.5 months with his team or a month and a half with his team to prepare, and you did that, you should be disappointed as a Bronco fan.
Yes.
100% disappointment. But I like the Broncos this week. I think they win big. Broncos minus 3.5. This is my favorite game of Sunday. This is my, what did we call him last week? My super blue chip.
Your best bet of the week.
This is my
bet
This
of
is
the
my
week.
best. Last week in the NFL, we had the Raiders. In college, we had Oregon, which turned out to be lucky.
We got to come up with a better name than Rafa's Lock It Up, Lead Pipe Lock. Something like, something catchy.
So yeah, I like Denver. I love Denver minus 3.5. I really do. Next game, Miami minus 3 at New England, at the Patriots. The Patriots didn't look as bad as we thought they were going to look, right?
No, they actually look very
Or did
decent.
the Eagles look worse than what we thought?
Oh, here we go. Hey, special guest.
We got Jax. Oh, and he's a Jalen Hurts lover and a
about Jalen
Patriot
Hurts.
hater.
No, what did I tell you guys? They were
you-
gonna be plus on wins, the Patriots. I told all of you guys they were.
Well,
gonna,
let's pump the brakes,
but
guy.
you guys,
They didn't win. What are you, a moral
okay,
victory
but
guy?
I'm just telling you, they look.
He's a Raider fan, so yes.
You guys thought they were gonna be terrible. I told you guys.
I did.
said,
Offensively-
be cautious on saying next. I think Belichick has his waves.
I did say that. I did say they were going to be terrible. Lions only 3. Miami's dominated this series. So This is one of those games that I'm not. If I'm betting the game, which we will be, we will be betting on the Dolphins probably, but I'm not putting my name on the blue chip here.
I might, if the Bellagio Sportsbook takes the left arm as collateral, I might give my left
this
arm.
game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Divisional games for me are a little tougher, unless it's Dallas at the Giants. But
Miami, man. Miami. Whew,
That offense is
they looked
insane.
They looked really good.
this next game's also a game I love. The New Orleans Saints, the Derek Carr led. He was so bad. last
Super
week.
Bowl Saints.
Super Bowl Saints, which people love to say. They barely beat the Titans last week.
Terrible.
I mean, yeah.
Both quarterbacks played bad.
It was a mid-off.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Mid-off.
It was like, who's the 22nd best quarterback in the league?
Maybe we
Is it
should
me or you?
Yeah, maybe we should cut the bottom of our shirts off to watch that game. Just mid.
Oh, nobody wants to see all that. Nobody wants to see all that
Wants to
panza.
see that.
But
I'm
you know
just
what they
saying.
say? The bigger the panza, the better the chanza.
Yeah.
Damn right, baby.
That's right.
You should live your life by that motto.
I think you guys do.
We do, 100%. Of course we do.
100%.
Yeah, shit.
100%.
So, New Orleans -3 on the road at Carolina. That defense looked really good last week.
It did.
It looked really good. I mean, it was Tannehill. They look good. They're going to face a rookie quarterback this week on the road. I like the under in this game. The under, I think, is a great play for this game. The under is 9-1 in the last 10 games, by the way. Saints, last 10 games, 9-1 to the under.
Yes.
I like New Orleans in this game.
Hard to believe with all those great quarterbacks.
We're blue chipping the Saints -3 and under 40.
Ooh.
You think any of those two, do you think those two quarterbacks, the way they sit today after last week, you think they're going to score 20?
No.
You know how I feel. I think I've said it. I think that Bryce Young is a better quarterback than Derek Carr.
He proved it. That's not true last week. He
Well,
looked.
He had some plays. He had some flashes.
He had moments.
But he
made some crucial
rookie mistakes. He had rookie mistakes. This week, you're facing a veteran defense.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of trouble.
And both offenses are basically dink and dunk.
The next game, last game of the weekend, the Browns at the Steelers. There's 2 Monday night games.
I would say this is a Monday night.
Yeah, so you have 2 Monday night. Well, there's 2 Monday nights. You have the Saints and Carolina. I think that's a Monday night game. And then
Sunday night.
no, Sunday night's Miami and the
Sunday night's-
Patriots.
There's two double. It's
Two
doubleheader.
doubleheader on Monday night.
Yeah.
So you have double check that, but
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
we're
I'm
100%
pretty
sure.
Yeah, we did.
Jacob's pretty sure, and I'm going to go with
was looking up
100%.
earlier.
So Browns at the Steelers. For all the Steelers talk we had here the other day, the Steelers at home -2.5. I mean, +2.5.
Yeah, that's a telling sign of how bad they looked. And listen, you have to remember they played a really loaded 49er roster. Except for my, hot take that Sam Darnold's going to take that starting
Well,
job.
it was hot, but that shit's real cold now.
Now it's freezing take.
Yeah, it's one of those ice baths now. Browns -2.5 on the road at the Steelers. 38.5 is the total. It's a Monday night game. If I'm betting this game, I would go with the under in this game.
38.5, huh?
The offenses didn't look very good. Both defenses are really good.
Yeah.
Let's blue chip this.
Bang that
Let's
bell.
blue chip this.
Blue chip.
Blue chip under 38.5. Browns, Steelers under 38.5. Both defenses looked good last week. Offenses didn't look very good. Nick Chubb did run all over the place. Pittsburgh's going to be without their 6-time Pro Bowl defensive tackle for a while. So that might take a hit there.
Yeah.
But Watson, he looked really bad last week.
Yes.
So I like the under 38.5. And that wraps up our NFL picks.
NFL Rundown, The Guru, brought to you by Custom Cars, custom with the K, cars with the Z.com.
So for NFL blue chips, we have the Raiders and Bills over 47, the Colts and Texans under 39.5, Ravens and Bengals under 46.5, the Chiefs and Jaguars over 51.5, Cowboys and Jets under 38.5, Broncos -3.5, Saints -3, Saints Panthers under 40, and the Browns and Steelers under 38.5.
There you have it,
There you have
people.
it. So we're going to do something this week. First time, our two nobodies parlay.
Yes.
And you guys want to, do we each pick a game and then we'll throw it out there? Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, everybody.
So we'll do a 4-team, two nobodies parlay. And you can do money line or the spread. and we'll throw it out there and we'll share it right away. Jacob, you want to give your first pick? You had all the cooking, all the whole schedule's out there.
Okay,
So
go to me last, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll go first, and it's a parlay, right? I'm gonna go money line on the Niners on the road. That is my pick. Listen, I told you Shanahan owns this series.
Okay.
That's that's money line. Start off with that.
Okay, so we have money line on the Niners. Eddie Money?
I'll take the Dolphins -3.
Dolphins -3. I'm going to do the Denver Broncos -3.5 on my parlay. We need one more team.
I got one.
Throw it out there.
Lions -4.5.
Okay, so we got Lions -4.5. Now, Eddie Money's going to give you the payout on it when he posts it. So we have Lions -4.5, Niners money line, Dolphins -3, Denver -3.5. It's probably going to be
Oh, I'm hammering this.
100 to win 6 something maybe.
I'm hammering
More or
this.
less with the money line here. It's probably going to be
Probably like -370.
no,
for
yeah.
his.
So it's probably going to be 100 to win 8 something maybe, 7 something.
Let's do it, baby.
So we'll get you the exact numbers on it when we post it. You got the teams right, Eddie Money.
Let's
Yes.
give that two.
So what do we got? You got a number for us?
two
So
nobodies.
it was Broncos -3.5.
Yes.
Miami -3. San Francisco money line and Detroit -4.5.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Our first official two nobodies group parlay, baby. Let's roll.
Let's ride.
$100 wins you 813.
813, 100 to win 813. You do it for 50. You win 406 or 407. And
If you feel frisky, take 49ers -7.
yeah, well, you did money line. We'll stick with the money line. Don't get wild here, sir.
I just feel like a little bit of a shasha that I went money line.
Well, and you took the biggest line of the week, but it's all right.
Listen,
We're good.
I don't want to be the weak link in this.
Oh, it's gonna be bad if you're the weak link at fucking 7-point dog.
Yeah,
7-point
if the
favorite fucking
Rams-
loses.
That's
beat
why I
the
wanted to go
Niners?
first. I took the easiest pick.
All right, so there it is. We'll post that.